Fable 5 just dropped, and this is pretty much one of the most powerful AI tools out there. What I'm doing is giving one of the most powerful AI systems out there one of the most expensive jobs that small business owners have, and that's website building. We're going to build an entire website from scratch and pretty much see how everything works out. So let's jump straight on into it. First things first, we're going to do this all over in Claude Cowork. Reason why is we could access to Fable 5, we get 2x more usage, and we're going to take advantage of this. Things to remember, I suppose, here is in relation, I suppose, to business owners on spending website costs. So on average, it can be between 1,500 to 5 grand to build a website, or you go down your WordPress site and you pretty much end up with very basic, very simple templateized websites. We're going to try and go a bit different. We're going to use Claude Cowork, of course, and we're going to use Higgsfield. Higgsfield is just purely for image generation, just to make the process hopefully a bit quicker for us. Not only on top of that, you can see here the reason and potential benefit that you have. So if you're a small business owner, you're going to save a small fortune doing this. If it's the case, it's an opportunity that you could use to potentially reach out to small business in your local area, offer them the ability to sell websites, build a firm, sell it to them. As you can see here, globally, 27 to 40% of small business owners still don't have a website. So again, it's an opportunity there for you. So first things first, we're going to try and be completely raw with this. We're not going to try and bring in any fancy prompts, fancy skills, fancy anything. We're just going to use it and see how it works. We're going to tackle this in 2 stages. Stage 1 is going to be getting the images, and stage 2 will be the actual building of it. So what I'm going to do is just prompt it to grab the images, give it an idea what it's doing, and hopefully from there it'll work. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, I'm looking to build myself a website. First things first, what we need to do is we need to get images for the website. What I'm looking to generate this on is a protein style fitness bar. This is what the entire business or website will be built on. So I need you to generate a hero image for me for the product itself. Should include it in the wrapper. It should also include another image that's the wrapper is open. Make sure you show ingredients, protein related, fitness industry kind of style. Make sure you pick the right colors, and it's completely up to you to choose which colors you pick for the branding. Something that pops and stands out. So generate these images for me first before we move on to the next stage. Once you have the image generated, add them to the folders that you have access to here, and this is going to allow us to the next step to build out our website. So this should connect to our Higgsfield MCP. This should go off, start generating the images for us. Once it's done, then the next big step will be actually building the website. The big thing you can do here is generating this for, as I said over here, for different businesses in your local area. The key thing here is you have the ability to do this really quickly. So again, if you're using, I don't know, bakery, for example, you can turn around, go get pictures from the bakery, whatever it is, come along, bring it in, and now instead of doing what I'm doing here, generating the images, you're going to be pretty much using these images inside of it. Again, it's a brilliant way to actually do it, and what we want is something different than what you're used to seeing with websites. We don't want the big glowing purpley text in the middle, you know, the ones that AI generally creates. We want something that's going to stand out a little bit different. Ideally, we want to try and generate a kind of a video motion graphic at the top of the website in the hero section if we can, or some sort of zoom effect. So again, this is just for me, as Higgsfield is just creating the images for us the way we want, and we should have a few variations of this. But again, when it comes to the website building, this can pretty much go, has context, it goes off, creates the actual website, creates the new images that we want. And what I'll do is the prompts and anything that I use in the resources will be inside the marketing hub. I'll add them into this folder here. So again, it's easy to join. Pretty much click the link below, join into the community. It's a 7-day free trial, and in there it'll be inside Classroom, in the Build Lab, and from there is pretty much where I put everything that I'm using and building that can potentially help people, business owners themselves, grow it all. Okay, so this has been generated. You can see we have both bars, the hero bar and the hero bar open ingredients. So what I'm going to do is get it to generate a video, quick maybe animation, just to show can we get some sort of effects happening to it. Again, I'm not an expert in web design, so we're just going to play with this and see what we get at the very end of it. So for the first bar there, the hero bar wrapped, what I want you to do is send this back over to Higgsfield. We want to create some sort of animation with this. This then will be used for the hero section of our website, and keep the same colors and stuff like that, but just make it a bit more cinematic style, I suppose. Make sure you use Seed Dance video generation model. If you're not sure, just ask me. And yeah, just add some slight motion animation to it that it's almost ingredients are kind of exploding out of it, out of the bar. Any questions, just ask. So again, this is now will start to run off and do its thing. If it's a case you're wanting to do this yourself and you're trying to create images and stuff like that, you have access to likes of ChatGPT, Gemini. You can then just get the prompts, go and create the images. And the reason, I'll quickly show you that. So I created these images already, one of these images today, and this was just to showcase how you can actually do it using ChatGPT. So we bring that in. So you can see this was one that was created with ChatGPT, and when that's working, so it's going to use Seed Dance 2. We're happy with this. Short and sweet video. So this was one of the images we created, and again, this was another version we created, and you can see, this is, you can do it through ChatGPT if you really needed it. So there's no need to be worrying too much about, oh god, I haven't got access to Higgsfield. Higgsfield for me is just convenience at this moment of time to showcase it. So now this is pretty much working on it. The next big thing will be to actually get a website built. So I'll come back to this as soon as it's ready, and then what we'll do is we'll jump straight into the actual website design. So you can see here that breakdown that we're doing for the actual logo while it's working. So we have cinematic hero animation of the fit bar protein bar, a matte black bar with white fit bar logo in orange. So what we want is lightning bolt slowly rotates the drifts forward towards the camera with suitable parallax. Almonds, peanuts, oat, flakes, dark chocolate chunks of swirling protein powder burst outward from behind the bar in an elegant slow motion, tumbling and rotating through the air. Again, I'm not 100% sure how effective this will be, but what we'll do is once this is generated, we can then start building out the website. And again, from there, it's pretty much going to be simple and straightforward to make final adjustments and final changes to this. Whilst we got dramatic lighting, flickers across the wrapper. Again, hopefully our aim here is to have high quality video. I suppose, of this that can add little bit of motion to the website, make it a little bit more, I suppose, appealing, and gets rid of that standardized style of websites that you're used to seeing. Okay, so that's generated. It took a few minutes to pretty much work, and what I'll do is quickly just press play. So you can see, as I said, happy enough with that for the time being. Now that we have this, what we want to move on to is actually the website. So what we're going to do is see how it just builds out based on the information I give it, and from there we'll refine it. So let's jump straight into that. Okay, so we have the information that we need here for this instance. What I want you to do now is I want you to build out a full website. This should be a highly polished website. Make it look expensive, like a €10,000 agency built it. You've been building websites for the last 20 years. You know all the newest tools, hottest tools to use, new ways to keep people engaged. We should have, obviously, the hero section. We should have a free offer there to kind of capture emails. We should have testimonials, breakdown of the nutritional impact of the bar that we have. Also, a small catalog of products, alternative products, testimonials. I mentioned all that. Anything that you see that you think needs to go into the website design, make it so. And if you have any questions, please just ask me again. Keep the color scheme similar to what you've done with the actual bar itself, because this is going to be the main premium product that we have. So this now is pretty much the main one. Ignore that part. So this is going to pretty much start generating the website and building the website for us. Again, we're using Fable 5. We all know what the models of websites are like the old way. So again, we're hoping for something completely different. So this is what I really like with it. It's starting to obviously ask questions. So again, this is definitely what we need to do. How should the email capture? So it's only going to be placeholder for the time being. Should it generate 3 extra products? Yeah, we'll get it to generate the 3 extra ones. Again, just to see how it goes. And like I mentioned, everything that I do is inside of the community. If you're interested in joining, the link should be down below or somewhere anyway. All the resources, all the tools, everything that I always build and test out with AI, I put into this community. And as you see in my previous videos, workflows and systems that I use are also inside of this. Again, 7-day free trial. Come in, take advantage of whatever you want, and use away on it. So all this is doing now, it's sent it back over. It's trying to create a few more variations of products. You can see over here on the right what it's doing. So generating flavor variants. It's going to build the website, and then to verify obviously the website works correctly before it comes back to us. And from there, within the space of this video, which probably by the time I finish is around 20 minutes, is completely finished, website ready to go for your business. Or if you wanted to go to the next step, you could actually sell this on and potentially start up your own business of selling websites to businesses that don't have it. There is a market for it. As you can see here, here's some more variations of the products that we've created. So again, we have another one. Hopefully you can see it there. Another one here created. We have another one which is vanilla almonds. Then we have another one, protein and mint, or chocolate and mint. So again, it's done all that. It's off now. Pretty much after generating these, it's going to start generating and building the website. Hopefully include these things into it, and then from there we can potentially start adjusting the hero section to start making the website, I suppose, pop and stand out a bit more. Okay, so this took, as you can see down here, roughly 7 minutes to build it all out. You can see we have obviously all the images done, and what I'm going to do is just see how this plays out now. So you can see website has been done. Straight off the bat, I haven't scrolled anywhere else. Personally, I think it stands out much more than what you're used to seeing. And what I'm going to do is make myself disappear there. So as I said, you can see it. We're going to go scroll through this. What I would look to try and get here is see, could we get something done that it doesn't repeat the video in the background maybe? Is there a way that we can get this to kind of constantly maybe replay? Does it need to be extended video? Again, I'm not a website expert, so this is where probably a bit more information comes into it. So again, we have everything effects here, perfect. All the buttons up here are working at the top, and we scroll through. Again, you can see numbers changing, sliding bars across, built for bodies that work. I like the little effect on each of these. So again, we could change each of these if we wanted it. What's inside counts. Again, added the image perfectly. Little zoom effect on it. Bring myself back up again. No, actually, we'll make myself disappear. So get a free 3-bar sample pack. Again, put it in here, your information. Obviously, this is not live. So this is where you have your own email set up, connected into it. Then it goes through the range. The bestseller, you can see here all the different variations we have, and testimonials, what people rate them, good questions. We just open all these. You can see everything here. Like I said, this is next level, I think. So much more better overall designs. So stop eating candy in disguise, get a free sample pack, and then bottom of it, made in here in Ireland. Again, perfect. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with his website. I think the whole lot of it fits the entire branding. If there's things you wanted to change, you could easily change. So what we'll do maybe is I'll get it to rework the hero section for it to use the images and create a different style hero section. So I like this overall design. However, the hero section is something I want to change. At the moment, what seems to happen is the video plays in the background, and then obviously when it resets, it stutters. So is there a way that you don't have either repeat on it, or two, is there a way that we can bring in a different hero section based on the information or the images and videos we have here, and allow you to create freedom to create something that's going to really pop and really capture the user's attention when they first land on the website? So this is going to pretty much now go off and hopefully do its job again. Again, this is what it's all about, trying to change around a few things. Now, the key thing to remember here is if you actually wanted to publish this website, you would have it set up. You have your hosting, you have your domain already bought, and you would just get it to either upload it to your hosting site. You get the HTML files, you download them as a zip, you upload them to your hosting site. But most of the times, once you can connect your AI to your hosting platform, let's say it's Hosting Gate, or I think it is, or something like that, or Vercel, you can do it through there. Click of a button will upload it all manually for you, or automatically for you, and you have everything ready and up and running. For me, I tend to use Google Firebase, so that allows me to pretty much get free hosting. I think you can get free hosting for a certain amount of websites, so definitely worth a look at it. And again, it's not really hard to pretty much get this up and live. Once you have your hosting sorted, you have your domain sorted, you're good to go then. Okay, while that's doing this, what I want to quickly show you over here is you could come over to this website, dribble.com, and from there you can pretty much have a look at different websites and designs. So if you wanted something that is a bit different, I suppose, and just, you're looking for inspiration or you're looking for different ways to do it, you can easily just look at these websites. So again, if you wanted something like this, just looking at it, get some inspiration from it, give it to AI, tell it you like this style, create something along the lines of this. Or again, most of the time you're just trying to get ideas, and if you have some sort of rough idea, you can easily work with AI to pretty much implement it. So again, you can see this one here is a lot of stuff happening on the very hero section of the website. Again, something different. You could potentially use this and look to see, could we bring this into it? Maybe we could generate another version of this where it has a person holding the product maybe in it, real life person, just to add a bit of human touch to it. And what else have we got? So pretty much through this website, you can have a look at it and see what you like and what you don't like on it. Okay, so this is done again and pretty much done in a couple of minutes. I'm just having it create one more image here to see how it works. So if we go back to the website, you can see this is what we had. I've asked it to change it a bit, so hopefully the jumping has gone out a little bit more. Yeah, so I would already prefer that style, the way it kind of resets back. It doesn't have that flicker, and it does when you zoom around. So when I go off screen, it centers the image. When I come back, it just jumps back. I'm not sure if you can see it in the actual video here, but other than that, everything is there. Seems to be perfect. I want to see it as, yeah, so this is going to generate in the background. So again, you can see if we refresh it, then the whole movie or scene, I suppose, stays happening in the background. And from there, then it just resets back to its original instead of that repeating it. I think the repeating is a bit tedious, I suppose, on the eyes. Again, I didn't really change much here. Kept everything as is. Maybe the little edit I would make is up here. I would try and have these a little bit more separated, I suppose. The spacing may not be the best on some of them, especially the one at the beginning, and here especially. It brings in another one. It's like if it's missing an item here. Other than that, as I said, perfect. I'd be happy with this. And once another image is done, then I'm hoping it's we can use this and see how it works as well. So there you have it. You have a brand new hero image created again using Higgsfield. Obviously, for your example, you could use ChatGPT, prompted, whatever. Uh, from a prompt, if you wanted it, you could just turn around, tell AI again, input this into the hero section and remove what we have. But for this example, I'm going to keep it like this because I actually like this, the way it's done it, how it's kind of combined a few different tools into creating what we wanted. And lo and behold, you have a fully built website with the press of a button. It's just going to upload it for you once you have your hosting and things set up. But again, it's not a major. So if you're interested in learning exactly how to do this, or following along, or learning more of how you can use AI, not only help your own business, but maybe build a brand new business for yourself to start making an extra few pound on the side, things like that, this can be definitely help for you. And definitely look at joining the community, because this is where I talk about all this information and share as much as I can to help as many people as I can grow. So make sure you click the link below to join the community.